itsmintsalad and I saw Star Trek the original series, The Changeling. It is directed by Mark Daniels, written by John Meredith Lucas, and if you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. This episode starts and we're following the USS Enterprise going to a planet which was previously talking to them and now is just gone. Spock detects no life forms whatsoever. Immediately like, how can 4 billion people disappear within like 2 days? They were talking to the Federation a couple of days ago and now they're just gone. And this is weird. What's happening? Of course, this is perplexing. Spock and Kirk are, distracted when suddenly there's this green beam that just shoots at the Enterprise, and this green beam takes a lot of shield out of them. It's 90 times stronger than a regular photon torpedo, which is insane. And of course, the USS Enterprise is like, we're being shot at, we have to defend ourselves. And so they shoot at this thing that's causing these torpedoes, and it just absorbs the energy. That's weird. Also, this is 500 metric tons in a meter of space? Okay. So of course, Kirk's like, I gotta contact this dude. I have to talk to him. I'm gonna see what's up. And so they have a little bit of a chat like, hey, this is the USS Enterprise. This is Captain Kirk here. And this guy is like, oh, hello. I would like to talk to you. Let's have a civil discussion. And hey, how about you come on my ship? Well, your ship's a little small, guy. How about you come on our ship? And so this guy beams up onto the ship. And it's not a guy. It's a husk of metal. A metal husk. So much metal. This is like a little tall guy. He calls himself Nomad. His directive is to eliminate imperfect beings, which is everyone. So he encounters an imperfect being and he's like, oh, that must be destroyed. And it's like, uh-oh, that's like all of the beings in the universe, because there has to be no perfect beings in the universe. If you know of any perfect beings within the universe, within the Star Trek fandom, please let me know. They certainly have not been introduced within this season, or series, more for that matters. So this is intriguing. I'm like, Nomad, no madness, no madness for you, dumb pun. Sounded better in my head. So we have Nomad. His prime directive is to get rid of a bunch of people if they're not perfect. And of course, we have Kirk's like, this is interesting. I wonder what is up with this guy. Also, this guy keeps calling me the creator. I wonder why. Well, it's because Nomad thinks that Kirk is the creator because a guy named Roy Kirk created him back in the 21st century. Oh yeah, this is a human creation. A human creation to explore other planets. It's been sent out to explore planets and it was thought to have been destroyed, but clearly it is not. And obviously the prime directive of this thing created by a human would not be destroy living things. So what happened to Nomad? What is going on with Nomad? And meanwhile, we got Nomad. He's just been instructed to chill in the whatever is called the sick bay, and then he hears Aurora, or he's just having a little bit of a chill, listening to Aurora. And then like a little bit of an antennae just pops up and he just goes to the bridge. He just straight up goes to the bridge. And then he goes up to Aurora. Aurora. How do you pronounce that name? So he goes up to her and is like, what are you doing? What purpose does this have? I don't know. I just like to sing. He puts like some sort of spray on her head and is like, think of music. It's like, what? Okay, you're just now introduced to the concept of music and now you need to learn what the heck music is. And I find this to be really funny because now you're just like probing people's brains. And then Scotty is like, oh, he didn't have to do anything, dude. Scotty is like, don't touch that woman. Don't touch her. And I'm like, wow, you need to chill, Scotty. She didn't ask for your help. I know that she's just standing there just, you know, talking to Nomad. It's weird. What a weird thing they have to deal with. But of course, Scotty is dead. He gets killed. He gets killed. And Kirk comes up. He's like, dude, what are you doing, dude? You just killing people? Don't kill my men. He was very necessary. He's like, he was imperfect. He was defective or whatever. And Kirk's like, he was useful to me. Luckily, Nomad's like, I can cure him of death. And he does do that. He brings him back from the dead. And I'm like, wow, he can just bring people back from the dead? That's kind of OP, but also you can destroy people and bring back people at a whim. Why are you choosing to destroy people, Nomad, if you can cure people from death? You made Scotty so he's not dead. He's like, what happened here? What's going on? What's going on? And wow, I feel like they wait so long that the 3-minute the brain oxygen thing, brain death that occurs within 3 minutes of your brain being depleted by oxygen, I would feel like that would have happened to Scotty, but they had 3 minutes or less, and Scotty's now alive, and it seems like he has no brain damage. So that's good for Scotty. Good for you, Scotty. Good for not having brain damage. So we have Nomad. He's a weird creature. Spock's on it. He's going to look into this, and what he finds that when he got hit by a meteorite, this Nomad, he encountered this alien species where the directive was to collect oil samples and sterilize the oil samples from different planets. And so get out of here, mosquito. Ooh, gross. Ugh. They had some blood in that mosquito. So anyway, the prime directive of this alien species was to collect some soil. So Nomad combines with this alien species, and now their two instructions are mangled into one, and Nomad now interprets the alien instruction and the, first of all, damaged memory banks. So Nomad kind of has an idea of what he's supposed to do, but now his instructions are to destroy imperfect life beings. So he's just going around, just going to imperfect life beings and just destroying them. Billions of people. Billions. So many. He's got all the power. He's so OP. And I'm like, we got to stop Nomad. How you going to stop Nomad? Kirk makes the mistake of being like, yeah, I'm your creator. I'm imperfect. And so Nomad's like, I don't want to listen to any of you imperfect beings. Okay, I like this strat. Get the frick away from me, mosquitoes. Oh my goodness, mosquitoes. I wish I was in the USS Enterprise, but it's a little bit too dark for that. We got Kirk. He's like, hey, Nomad, you think you're so perfect, huh? You've been created by an imperfect being, and you know what? You're imperfect too, because I'm not your creator. I'm James T. Kirk. Your creator is Roy Kirk. You're getting it wrong. You're imperfect. And the fact that you didn't destroy yourself when you realized that you're imperfect is another imperfect thing that you did. Suck on that, Nomad. And then Nomad's like, and he starts like freaking out. It seems like his, circuits just start overloading. They start like crackling. It's like clear he's about to explode. So they take him out to the transporter. First of all, I like the anti-gravity guns. You can just carry them. Not guns, they're like some sort of like holder things. Put him on the side of Nomad, and then he can carry him to where he needs to be carried. I thought it was like, how heavy is he? And you're saying that Kirk and Spock can carry them just by themselves? Okay, sure. So anyway, we have Nomad being sent to the middle of space, transported right to deep space, and then he explodes. And then that's the end of the episode. Nomad, he could have been made a good doctor. Too bad. I like Kirk. He's like, oh, he's my son. He's my son. He would have been a really good doctor. Too bad I had to destroy my son. And everyone else is like, what? And here I am like, what? What are you doing, Kirk? You calling him your son? Just cause he said Kirk, cause your name is Kirk and the creator's name is Roy Kirk. I mean, it's not the same thing, but whatever. This is a fun episode. I like Nomad a lot. I hate this mosquito. I did not get it. Dang it. Anyway, I like Nomad a lot. I'm sad that he needs to destroy people and destroy everything, which is sad, but it's all right. I'm glad that he's also gone because his existence is a threat, and so are the mosquitoes around me. They're all threats. Anyway, so I like this episode. I like how Nomad just casually kills people throughout this episode, has the power to bring them back, but then is like, I'm going to fully disintegrate people that I kill after restoring Scotty to life. And Scotty, you need to stop sticking up for women, okay? Uhura was not in a self-defense situation. She was just having a little bit of a chat, and then I think it was actually Uhura's fault for not being able to think of music at that moment. So she deserved to get her memory cleared, and so we have the medical staff trying to teach her things again. She has to be taught everything. No brain damage, just that her entire memory is erased. She has to learn how to read, learn how to write, learn how to do all that fun jazz. And by the end of the episode, she's about a year away from being at where she was at. I'm like, okay, this is fun. Exciting. Uhura, you got some good learning on you. You got some good learning skills. I like this episode. It's a fun one. I gotta give this episode, it's a solid 7.5 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. The platform really likes that. If you want to fast track a movie review, you can do that for $20 redeemos at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all them daily movies, go to this link tree. Find the way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movies, so go here. And until next time, mint salad sauce, it's my salad croutons bacon bits. Boop. Beam me up.